of us are pursuing something, right? And a lot of us are pursuing maybe a full ride scholarship. Maybe we're pursuing a 4.0 or some of us. I know nobody in here is pursuing a relationship, right? So we don't talk about that. But hopefully we'd all be pursuing the Lord. And that's our thing tonight. And so I want to kind of frame the discussion by asking you guys, when you were in high school, what kind of stuff was it that you pursued? And we'll just kind of kick it around here. So what did you pursue in high school?
First and foremost, I'd like to thank God for being here, for this opportunity. I'd like to thank Rondo and the organization for allowing us to be on this. It's important to us to be able to share. We want y'all kids, y'all young men and women, to do something for us, though. We want you to respect us as we respect you. If you see somebody sleeping beside you, tap them. You know, try to get your teammates up. Hold each other accountable. That's important right now, because we're gonna say some stuff. We've been where y'all are, especially y'all football players. We've been exactly where y'all are. And we're gonna say some things that could potentially help you, that can help you, if you lend that ear, all right? Things I used to do in high school is some of everything, but
You can be real. You can be real here.
but really, sports was my outlet. My dad was on drugs. I saw some of everything, police raids, everything. My mom struggled to take care of 3 boys at a time until my youngest brother, Keanu Neal, was born. And now then she struggled to take care of 4. But she kept her faith, she kept praying. Now they're living great. But that was my outlet in high school. Sports was my way of releasing all my frustration. I could go hit somebody and get away with it. I can go talk trash to somebody and get away with it, because that's what was allowed in high school football.
I'd like to thank Rondo for having us here as well. Before we get started, we had an awesome team in the back that laid hands on us and prayed for us before we came out here, so I would like to thank them as well. But for me in high school, I was on the wrong path. I was chasing the girls, trying to be like the drug dealers in town, wanted to follow the bad path. But luckily, I always had people praying for me in my corner. My grandmother and grandfather, they were always praying for me, parents. And just having that relationship with God and knowing people are praying for you, it does something to your spirit. And luckily, I was able to use my athletic talents that the Lord blessed me with. So for me, to be off track at a young age, but to be close to having that close relationship with the Lord and having those people praying for me in my corner always motivated me. It kind of gives you a sense of welcome and purpose. And if you don't know your purpose, as a young athlete, female or male, now is the time to kind of think about that and where you want to go. Because athletic ability can only take you so far, and obviously we're all here to serve. And this is one of the things that I do to continue to pursue and create that close relationship with the Lord, is to give back, to be here and speak and to give back to these young athletes. Because I was in this seat. Well, we didn't even have these types of things when I was in high school, but I was that kid that was, at a symposium, not paying attention, sleeping, not taking advantage of my opportunities. So you guys are here for a reason. The reason that I'm here is to continue to serve, and this is one of the ways that I continue to serve.
I love it. Adrian, I'm going to ask you a question. I love your story. There's things we need to be pursuing. We need to be pursuing grades. We need to be pursuing the talents that God's given us on the field and off and everything. But ultimately, we've got to pursue God, right? And so my question to you, and then if you guys want to join in too, is what are the things that you're doing now to pursue God? Like, how can we pursue God?
Man, like I said in my story, I've read like 5 devotions over the last 5 years, and it's been a blessing. Like not only learning more about God, but having a book that I can read every day that is guiding, helping establish a foundation to my days, to my life, so that I can go out and practice kingdom principles, so I can go out and be the light, so I can go out and plant good seeds, plant good fruit, and help them grow. Because we're not in this alone. It doesn't happen by just me. It doesn't happen by us guys up here. It takes a family. It takes a village. And that's one thing that I feel like that we're lacking. Like everyone seems like they're for themselves nowadays, and instead of for us. Like, we're all children of God. We're all family, no matter what color you are, like what religion you practice or whatever. Like, we're all family. We're all born the same way. We're all going to go the same way.
Awesome. What do you guys think? What does it mean to really pursue God?
I think with the whole pandemic going on, I think it kind of threw a wrench for everybody. Churches were closed, athletic venues were closed, so it gave everyone a little bit of time to kind of self-reflect and kind of figure out, what's really valuable in your life. And for me, it always goes back to family. During the pandemic, that's all you were able to do is be around your family. And, we all had busy schedules, everybody's going in different directions, and the good thing that comes out of the pandemic is that everybody gets to see what's really real. The things we thought we were chasing, where we thought we had to be, I'm running late for this, but God has a way of bringing us always back to home base and letting us know like family is the most important. So for me to continue to lead my family and be that provider is where it's at, and that's where I'm geared and focused in. We know we had a lot of people that lost their lives during the pandemic. A lot of people got sick. But I try to look at the positives, and the positives that I drew from it is that family is the foundation of everything, and you have to take care of it and love on it each and every day, because you never know, when your loved ones can be gone and taken away from you. So the Lord kind of pushed the reset button for all of us to kind of put everything in perspective. So everybody needs to kind of figure out, what your purpose is and what's really important, to kind of focus on that moving forward.
Yeah, I love that. And, I was reading something a couple months ago, and it said this, that you are the sum total of the 5 closest people in your life. And when you were saying about purpose and family and all that, my encouragement would be, as we're pursuing God and we're still pursuing, our sport and to get to college and all that, to be careful who you hang around. Make sure that the people that you hang around are there to lift you up and help you get closer to God, and to reach out to the people that maybe aren't on the straight and narrow and stuff. So, Clint, I got a question for you, man. You ready for this?
I guess.
I'm not going to ask you to tell me how old you are, but if you had to go back and you could meet 16-year-old Clint Hart,
Oh, man.
what would you tell him?
Well, I had like 7 or 8 gold chains on in high school. I think
Real gold?
I think it was platinum.
Oh,
They
okay.
played it. They played it. So if they got wet, they faded. Played it, faded. But 16 years old. Let me rewind a long ways. Oh, man. It flies by so fast. Young men and young ladies, it flies by fast. Take advantage of every opportunity. Everybody, that's praying for you, like Drake said, everybody that's trying to encourage you that you are somebody, you are something. Because I used to hear people say to me, because my dad was on drugs, and then my older brother was hustling. You're gonna be just like your daddy. But then I had a few people, that's all it took. A few people plant a seed in me that made me realize that I can be somebody. I can't start at 16 years old believing that I can be the best version of myself year after year and potentially go to the NFL. My granddaddy said it to me before he passed. He sat on his couch, and I can hear his words. And he said, and he had a really raspy voice, and he said, "So you gonna make it?" And I hear it. And every year I went and played high school football. I took that with me. You gonna make it. So when people are encouraging you and telling you you can do better, hold on to that. Hold on to that. Grab hold of that. Because it's always he's always on time. And he might not be there when you want him, but he's always on time. Always on time. I'm gonna share with y'all how I got blessed today. I was sitting in my gym. I own a gym. Right? I do a lot of stuff for a lot of people. I don't ask for anything. I let people come to my gym for free and everything. I let guys, I train pastors for free. I let pastors come to my gym for free. A lady walks in my gym and drops $1,000 in my hand, in an envelope, and walks out. I almost had to chase her out, like, wait. What are you doing? Oh, no, I owe you this. No, I don't even remember who that person is. See, when you sow good seeds, it's reciprocated. You put that energy out there, good energy out there, somehow it comes back to you. Not when you least expect it. When you least expect it. So I would say at 16, make sure you sow in good seed. Make sure so when you're 25, 30, they start coming back around.
I love that. And one of the things you said when you were talking about your granddad, the power of words. You know, Proverbs 18 says that our words hold the power of life or death. So what we say is really important, and I think I'm going to ask the same question to Adrian. We'll just go down the line. 16-year-old Adrian, I know you shared your testimony, but what? If you had to give 16-year-old Adrian just a pep talk, what would you say?
Go harder, man. Like, go harder, for real. Like, I mean, I was blessed with speed, and I ran track, and I got by doing the bare minimum. Like, I didn't pursue the things that I wanted, like I really wanted until my junior year in high school. Like, till the end of my junior year, when I didn't have any offers, and I'm sitting there thinking, like, am I gonna go to college? Am I gonna get my family can't pay for it. My dad worked at Walmart. And I mean, it was a struggle for me getting to that point where I was just like, well, I'm faster than everybody, I can do this forever. It ain't like that, because once you get to college, everybody's fast. You know, once you get to the NFL, everybody even faster. So I mean, I would tell myself to work harder, not only in the sports, but in building relationships and taking care of the things in school, as far as doing my homework, getting to class on time, being respectful, like things like that are more important than the things that you do on the field, because like Coach Hart was saying, like, that don't last long, it ain't forever. Like, you can only play any sport for so long. Like, that's not a career, that is the foundation to you establishing a great career after your, whatever, 2-5 years in the league. Because sports don't last forever. Like, you'll watch it forever, but you ain't gonna play it forever. Your body just won't allow it. Not everybody's Tom Brady. And that's different.
Love it. So now I gotta ask, is Vanguard in the house tonight? Where's Vanguard? Y'all don't sound too excited. We're trying to get Vanguard in the house tonight?
That's so weak right now.
That's weak, man.
That's weak, man. Y'all gotta represent, man, better than that. Is Vanguard in the house?
There we go. They're waking up now. Hey, so if you were to go to Vanguard High in your time machine and talk to 16-year-old Drayton Florence, what would you tell him at Vanguard High?
I would tell 16-year-old me, I would say, Drayton, learn as much as you can about computers and information technology. That's what I would tell myself.
I love it, man.
Because everything we do now is based off of technology and computers. Everything. You know, so I actually went to school with one of the guys that there's like 4 guys that started Facebook.
Wow. Oh yeah.
And one of the guys was in school with me the whole time, and I didn't even know.
They don't know what Facebook is, but it's kind of like Instagram.
They know TikTok, they know Instagram.
Yeah.
Before all of that, so
Yeah.
that guy actually went to school with me,
That's
and I had
amazing.
no idea. So I would definitely change the different crowd that I hung around. So I would hang on. We like to call them nerds, but people that are serious about their academics. Those are the people I would have hung around.
Yeah.
Because those are the people that you're gonna have to get a job from after you graduate.
I was gonna say, nerd is another term for somebody that makes really good money.
Exactly.
Right?
So those are the people that you want to be your friends at an early age. Because, like I said, everybody's chasing that scholarship. That's fine. Okay. Let's just give everybody in here a scholarship right now. All right. Let's give everybody 5 years in the NFL. All right. Let's give everybody 5 years in the NFL. Let's say they make $20 million. What are you gonna do after that? You know what I mean? After you play college and then you play in the league for 5 years, you're only 31, 32.
Might be 28.
And you still got 30 years to live. So what are you gonna do after that? In my household, we say 4 over 40. We got 4 years of college, and then I got the rest of 40 years to live. So what am I gonna do? because I can't play football for 40 years.
Yeah. Well,
So that's what you got to think about.
I'm glad you said that. I mean, like I said, we're talking about pursuing God, and tonight is all about that. And you guys are doing a great job on that. You know, one of our verses that we keep going back to is in 1 Timothy 6:11, and really what it tells us is to flee from evil. And that doesn't just mean like wait for evil and say no. It's flee from evil. Run that 40 away from evil, right? To God. And some of the things it tells us are to pursue righteousness and godliness and faith, love, endurance, and gentleness. I gotta be honest, those are not like popular characteristics these days. But that's what God wants us to pursue. And so the last question in our panel tonight is this. We've got some young guys and girls out here tonight that might be thinking about following Jesus for the first time. They might not really know what is this all about. Who are these guys? I mean, yeah, they played in the NFL and all that, and they love the Lord. What does that even mean? So my question would be, what advice would you leave with these students and these coaches today that might be thinking about following Jesus for the first time, or might realize, man, I've made that decision to follow Jesus, but I got to get right? What would you share with somebody that's going to give their heart to the Lord tonight?
I would encourage them to do it if they feel like it's that time for them and they know what it means. I remember when I gave my life to Christ, I was in my dorm room in 2002 in Tuskegee, Alabama. And our chaplain came to my room. He was actually looking for my cousin. Me and my cousin went to the same college at the same time. And he was looking for my cousin, and we just started talking. And next thing you know, I'm giving my life to Christ. I got saved right in my dorm room. And 4 months later, I got drafted in the second round in the NFL. So it was just like the timing for me was right. That was the right time. But I would say go for it. I've been following the Lord my whole life, but I had to rededicate myself when I got into college because I was on a dangerous path. You know, I shouldn't even be up there right now. The path I was on was so dangerous. You know, I got kicked out of high school, I got kicked out of college, took my scholarship. I went through a lot, you know, so I shouldn't be here.
But God can use anybody, right? Where
God
you're
can
at.
use anybody.
Amen. We got to give it up for Drake here. We got the Adrian, I'm going to ask you the same question. Kids that are thinking about for the first time putting their faith in Jesus, maybe they don't know what that looks like right now, but what would you share with them?
I mean, you gotta walk by faith, not by sight. Like you don't know what you're gonna get into. Like I remember in 2012, when I first got to Texas, like right before I left, I was at church, Mount Olive, in Mineral Wells, sitting there. I've been going to that church for about 2 years with the family that I previously told y'all about. And I had been saved then. Like, I believed in God. I knew the works that God had done. I had read the Bible. I was in the verses. And I was so nervous. Like, the pastor called everybody up, like we're finna do soon. And I was so nervous. I was like, dang, like, the only thing in my mind was like, what if they judge me? What if they judge me? What if they judge me? Like, what about this? What about that? And once I decided to stand up, all of it just went away. It was like God just took everything off my shoulders that I was thinking about, and I just did it. And I felt, oh my gosh, I can't even describe the feeling, but it felt so great. And like I said earlier, I mean, you don't go through things that make you question. But like I said, walk by faith, not by sight.
I love that. What about you, Quinn?
I want to try to share something real quick to show you how powerful faith in He is if you get out of the driver's seat. Because it ain't about you or your athletic ability. It's a lot of athletic guys in prison. It's a lot of athletic women in prison. It's a lot of them. I've spoken to them. My story's a little different. I never played college football. Never touched a field, never touched a diamond on the college football stadium. Don't even know what it's like to be in a big college dome or walk through a stadium of 90,000, 60,000 people. But one thing I did know is I knew God blessed me with a lot of talent. He blessed me with a lot of talent, and that was my vehicle. Now, He gave me a vehicle, but I ain't got a license to drive it. So I got to get out of the driver's seat, and I got to let Him drive it. And that's what I did. After playing high school football, I had scholarships to go everywhere. Didn't pass the SAT because they didn't prepare. Like Trey said, I wish I would have focused more in school. I wish I would have worked harder. I wish I would have been trying to be the cool guy. Or I wouldn't have been the guy that all the girls like. Trying to put my foot on the wall when other kids are there getting in class early and sit down. I'm sitting with my homeboys with my leg on the wall, just propped up with my backpack on. No paper in it, no pencil in it, just a bag. Just trying to be cool. Just to be cool, because we think it's cool. It takes courage to be different. It does. It really takes courage to be different. So when I left high school and I didn't pass SAT, oh well, what are you gonna do now? I'm gonna go to junior college in Georgia. No, I don't want to go that far from my mama. I'm gonna play baseball at CFCC. Lord bless me with too much talent. I can play anything I want. Play at CFCC right here in Ocala. After that, I had faith that the Lord's gonna get me out of there. I went to my high school coach, Coach Sherman, Emmett Sherman. I said, you know what, Coach? I want to go to NFL in 4 years. Power in words, right? I said it and I meant it in my heart. I said it. I want to go in 4 years. He didn't say to me, you can't do that. That's stupid. Nobody does that. He said, let's do it. Went to Tallahassee. He took me. My parents didn't take me. Sometimes it takes a village, right? My coach took me. So some of us coaches need to step up. My coach took me to Tallahassee. 30 minutes, they offered me a contract. $200 a week. Work, play. $200 a week. $50 bonuses. 20-hour bus rides. I said, I don't care. I'm not staying here. I'm going to NFL. I said it every day. That next year, Tallahassee, somebody saw me in Tampa. We want you to come to Tampa Bay Storm trial. Went to Tampa, try it out. 30 minutes. We're going to pay you $900 a week. I don't care. I'm not staying here. No, I'm going to NFL. After a while, a couple of players say, you keep doing that, you're going to NFL. After that year, I'm in NFL Europe. Philadelphia Eagles saw me, brought me to a workout in Philadelphia. Sent me to Europe. You need to get some more experience. I come from Europe, come into camp. There's 2 numbers that were available, 2 or 3 that was available. I wanted 42 because I like running a lot. 33 was the only number that stood out to me. What age did Jesus die at? 33. A biblical bird is an eagle. Eagles practice in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So I'm putting all this together like, wait a minute, Clint, you ain't driving this vehicle. You need to, I said, I'm gonna scooch over here and just let him do what he do. They had us a Madden video game. Like they give us a game to play. Brian Dawkins got hurt on the video game. I'm studying. My teammate comes in and says, Clint, you in the game. All your ratings are 50. Your ratings stuff, you're 50 all the way across your speed, your catching, your everything. I'm like, but my face on the game, I'm from Webster. They say from Bushnell. 50, man didn't know how to rate me because I didn't play college. They didn't know how to rate me. I was 50 average everything. That first game of the year, Brian Dawkins broke his foot just like on the video game. I go played 9 games. 7-2. Lord made me an eagle. Eagles fly different. Eagles don't flap their wings, they soar. Eagles don't fly with pigeons or chickens or blue jays. They fly with other eagles, right? They see different, they do different. I'm from Webster. We only got 2 guys that made it to the NFL out of Webster. Me and my little brother, Keanu Neal. My team was the Eagles, his team was the Falcons. 2 of the birds that fly the highest in the world. We were a representation for our hometown that you can do anything with faith and believing in yourself. Faith and believing in yourself. That's a short story of my story, but it's a little bit in depth.
Oh, you're not going to tell them about when you came in the locker room and then you started playing with me.
When I went to, and what's a little bit even deeper is after Brian Dawkins got healthy, I became expendable. You got to understand something, athletes. When you're in the NFL, it means not for long. You ain't going to stay there long. You ain't gonna stay. You think you're gonna stay that long? I told my little brother, bro, prepare to get cut, prepare to get released, or not sign back. Don't fall in love with the Falcons. They only need you for what they need you for. When they don't need you, you're gone. So he was prepared. Preparation is the key. Everybody want to win, but nobody prepares to be winners. Everybody want to win every game, y'all. Friday nights, teams want to beat other teams, but who prepares the best? Who's prepared mentally, physically, religiously, spiritually? All of that is connected. All that's connected. So when I got cut from Philadelphia, I went to my locker room and I was crying because I thought it was over. But I said, no, you brought me too far to leave me here now. You can bring me all the way here, just let me go now. A lightning bolt came out of the sky. That was the Chargers, because that's their symbol. So that's how I always put things together. When I went to the Chargers, he was there. Right? They were 14-12 when I got there. 14 and 2, 2 and 14. 2 and 14. So when I left the Eagles, I'm like, man, I gotta go way to San Diego to this sorry team. I go way out here to this sorry team. We went 2 and 14. When I got there, we went 14 and 2. It wasn't a whole bunch changed with the players, but I always say the Lord would never put me in a position to be a loser. He always put me in a position to be a winner. So always believe you're a winner, no matter what. Set it in your mind, speak it out of your mouth. It's power in words. That's a little bit of myself.
That's it. I appreciate that. You know, this is Night of Champions. It's like, so I'm going to say something. I want you to remember this forever.
Hey, I want to say something. Clint said something that all athletes need to understand: preparation. All right, so if you play on Friday, that means Monday through Thursday is all preparation, and that's when the game is won. That's when the match is won. It's not won on Friday. It's won Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday is just going out and having fun. So if you can out-prepare your opponent Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, when you get on the field on Friday or whatever you're doing, basketball, tennis, whatever, it's easy. We would just out-prepare some guys and know what they were going to do before they did it. And it makes the game slow down. You know, everybody says the speed of the game in the NFL is so fast. No, it's really not that fast. It's actually slow when you prepare. If I know what you're going to do before you do it and I can anticipate, it just makes the whole team better. So if you can out-prepare, and it's so easy now because you got an iPhone, you got tablets. We didn't have that in high school. We could only watch film in the locker room with the coach, and that's depending if he wanted to watch it. You actually can beat your opponent Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then beat them again on Friday if you take that opportunity to prepare. And that's one of the words that's always stuck with me throughout playing football is preparation. I can out-prepare a guy, and I can make the team every year just because I'm out-preparing. But nobody's going to tell you that. The same way with your schoolwork. It's so easy. You guys can make straight A's, you can make all A's and B's, whatever. All you gotta do is prepare for the test. If you prepare for the test, you can't fail it. It's that simple. So it relates. Football, basketball, SAT, ACT, grades. All you gotta do is prepare for it.
Life.
Yeah.
It's like
In life, because same way we do for that, and I know we're gonna wrap it up. How do you prepare every day to beat the devil? Honestly, with social media as strong as it is, how do you prepare every day? Pray. Listen to what you put in this computer can get infected with all type of viruses. All right, that's a computer. So I challenge you, when you wake up in the morning, put on some motivational speaking. Listen to some T.D. Jakes in the morning. That's what I like to do. In the morning. All of those guys. You know, so challenge yourself that way.
Yeah, I love it, man. I wish we could keep going. This is just awesome stuff. We're going to kind of turn a corner here in a second. You're going to hear from Rondo. You're going to hear from Grace, and we're going to share the gospel with you. I want you to remember something, and I think you were reading my mind right. God blesses preparation, and God blesses obedience. He's never going to bless you if you're not obedient. And so, guys, I really appreciate you. I'm going to say a quick prayer for Rondo, and then we're gonna move forward here. Father, thank you again for this Night of Champions. Help us to pursue you. I'm so encouraged by what these guys have to say, and I'm really excited to hear what Rondo is going to bring with his testimony, what Grace is going to bring with the gospel. We love you, Jesus. In your name we pray. Amen. Give it up for these guys.